everyone.
Hi.
So today we're going to be doing a video on like tips on how to eat out vegan when you're like going to restaurants and stuff like that.
That was one of the requested video. I can't tell you how many people requested that one. So we thought we would do one video on that. So one thing Morgan and I always do when we're on the road and we're hungry, we use a website.
It's an app on the phone called Happy Cow, and you can, it's like $1 or $2, and you can, download the app, and then it has a bunch of options, and wherever you are, you can look and see, it'll say vegan only, vegetarian only, vegan friendly, stuff like that, and you can pick, and it'll tell you like what's around and a little bit about each place. So we use that all the time when we're out, like always.
We use it, and then sometimes we'll even pull up the menu and check that out.
Yeah.
So that's really fantastic. One thing that I do always when I'm going out to eat and I'm unfamiliar with the restaurant is I go online, I look at the website, and I pull up the menu. And usually I actually have everything planned out what I'm going to be eating that evening.
Yeah, I do the same. Like if I know I'm going out and it's not like spontaneous, I'll just check out the menu first and make sure that there's something I can customize in some way, or there's like some kind of option for me.
Right. And sometimes what you have to do is you have to be creative.
Yeah.
You might have to look at the menu and say, okay, well, maybe my side is going to be my main. And I do that sometimes. I'll have a veggie, a potato, a salad, and that's my meal.
And like I don't like vegetables, but like a lot of times like the chain restaurants will have they'll have side options of like French fries, or they'll have rice, or like stuff like that. So I get like a bunch of sides, and that's my meal.
And you kind of consume the vegetables that you consume are kind of usually combined in something rather than just a vegetable.
Yeah.
And this might sound silly to you, but what I do a lot if I'm going to an Italian restaurant, I do like, and I kind of miss sometimes, putting that grated cheese on. So we use a product called Go Veggie, and this is vegan. It's a grated Parmesan style topping, and I have to tell you, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it's good. See, like I just kind of adapted to not really having to use it anymore. I use salt instead, which isn't really like a great substitute, but like if you really kind of like need that kind of stuff on your pasta, you get this one, but you have to make sure you get the one that says vegan on it. It says vegan in the upper corner, because it says dairy-free, casein-free, lactose-free, cholesterol-free, non-GMO, because this Go Veggie one has casein in it, or whey or something that has a dairy protein, so you just want to make sure it says vegan on it.
Right, and what was confusing about it, my husband accidentally bought this, it says lactose-free on it.
Yeah, so but just because it's lactose-free or dairy-free still doesn't mean it's vegan.
Right, you have to look at the label.
Right.
So I just wanted to show you that. And
so she'll bring this places sometimes. And
I do bring it.
Yeah, no one even really says anything, so.
I don't care.
And also a lot of times people struggle with bread, like when the bread comes to the table and there's butter. What I always do is ask for oil, because every place has olive oil, and then I make myself like a little plate of olive oil with salt and pepper in it, and I dip the bread in that.
I like it better.
I like it, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Or sometimes we'll occasionally bring Earth Balance with us to put that on the bread. And I brought this, I think it was to Cheesecake Factory or something once, and the waitress asked to try it, and she put some of it on a knife and tasted it, and she was like, wow, that tastes just like butter. And I was like, yeah.
Did you bring the container, the actual container?
I brought the whole container, yeah.
Sometimes I just put it in a little one and carry it with me. So that's something that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, when you go to a restaurant, you don't know what they have, just ask if they have a vegetarian menu. Sometimes they do. And we were at a restaurant recently. We were very disappointed. What chain was that?
Ruby Tuesday. We got rid of their guacamole.
They always had guacamole, so we were yearning for that.
I used to get the guacamole and French fries, and that was fine. But
they took it off the menu.
They took the guacamole off the menu, which is weird, because like everyone likes guacamole and chips. You don't have to be vegan. Right.
It just doesn't contain any animal byproducts.
Yeah, that's something I get at a lot of restaurants. I'll get like guacamole and chips. I'll get French fries just because I'm so picky, or like. A lot of times they will have a veggie burger, and I just get it without like cheese or like any kind of stuff on it.
Right.
Fridays has a black bean burger, which is really, really good. I just get it without the cheese, the cheese and the mayo.
Well, we have a few favorites, but we're going to do a whole separate video on a lot of restaurants and some sample things that you can order.
Right, and the things you just have to really keep in mind, you have to customize things. Like, you can pretty much make like anything on the menu vegan unless it's like a steak or a hamburger. You know what I mean? Like, you can get any pasta, tell them to use oil instead of butter.
Exactly. Be
you know,
creative.
Tell them to take out the meat and like replace it with mushrooms or a vegetable. You know what I mean? Like, most places will customize for you, even places like Applebee's and stuff. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, yeah, and
they want
sometimes it's a
your
matter of-
money. They want to make you happy. So
Absolutely. Sometimes it's a matter of taking out the cheese or the meat. One thing I have a little bit of a problem with, you know, like there's a shrimp pasta dish on there, and I tell them to take out the shrimp, but I'm still charged, you know, $20.
yeah, but that's like a risk you have to take. You know?
But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. And a lot of ethnic cuisines have vegetarian options too.
Oh yeah, it's so easy to eat vegan at like an Indian place or a Thai place or a Chinese place. It's like so easy.
Right. And let's see what else. So sometimes when there's not that much, have a cocktail or two. What I always do too is I leave a comment, like in the comment cards or online, they ask for a review, and I'll either thank them for having those options or suggest that they have them.
I tweeted Ruby Tuesdays and told them like shame on them for taking the guacamole off the menu, that they had no vegan options really, and they were like, you know, thanks for telling us or whatever, and then they, you know, so.
Well, these are our tips. I think they'll be very helpful, and good luck. And thank you so much for watching.
Bye guys.
Bye.